Oh, wow. Boozhoo, and welcome back to the show. And let's call that song Wada Heya Heda Ho. We just wrote that. And today, I'd like to read something. This is for all the mothers out there. This is it's kind of like a poem by Michael Murphy, and it's called What I Meant to Say. What I Meant to Say by Michael Murphy. What I meant to say was, how can I possibly say goodbye to the person who was the first to hold me, the first to feed me, and the first to make me feel loved? From a distance, I watched you move about, doing the mundane tasks that to everyone else seem so routine. But for me, the tasks you lovingly completed year after year built and reinforced the foundation, the structure that made my world a safe and comfortable place to grow. All that I am and all that I have can be traced back to you. Whatever accomplishments I have made along the way would not have occurred without first believing in myself. And you were the person who always believed in me. Now on my own, I am amazed at the number of times I hear your voice come through my mouth. This ventriloquist act was at first most irritating, but now warms me, as I've come to understand that there is a part of you that will live on in me forever. When time parts us, I pray that you will reach across from the other side again to touch my face and whisper in my ear. For your warm and gentle presence in my life. For this, I will always be most thankful. Yes, Mother, you inspire me. I didn't know if I'd get through that or not. So there you go. That's for That's for every mother, but especially my mom. Giza kain, mama. I love you, mother. Okay, hey, BOOZHOO! And welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, a live stream podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. Huh, sweetie? You tell it, baby doll! My name is Natasha. My name is NANABOOZHOO, and this over here is Natasha. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Weenie Mooshane. Say hello, sweetheart. Hey, everybody! What's going on? How you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. Really? Even though it's freezing? Oh, I don't care. That's what I like about you. You're easy to please. Yeah. And over here, the rock star cartoonist and my lead guitarist, Michael Lyons. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Niji. Say hello. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. And, hello to Shelly Ham, BOOZHOO. Shelly's a first in class, sweetie. Well, let's get her a gold star. That's right. How you doing, Shelly? BOOZHOO, Shelly. And Hoa Zagame is back. Zagame Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning, Zagame. Let's get the silver star for Zagame. Zagame gets a silver star. Hoa. And DJ Lace. Hello from South Carolina. Oh, South Carolina, sweetie. I wish we were in South Carolina right now. Yeah, it's probably not nearly as cold. But, welcome to the show, DJ Lace. Let's get a bronze star. This will be a new name on there. Yep, hold on. DJ Lace gets a bronze star for being in third place. Welcome to the show. I'm so glad to see you here. South Carolina. What's a song with South Carolina in it? Isn't there something by Neil Diamond? Yeah, what am I thinking of? Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum, good times never seem so good. South Carolina, do do do. That rhymed. Yeah, it sure did. That's what we're about here. The rhyme. I'm a bit of a rapper, huh, sweetie? No, you're a terrible rapper. How dare you? You know, me like DJ Lace, we like to lay down the rap. Rappity rap rap. Rap rap. Hey there, young people. I'm here to say, NANABOOZHOO is my name. Rappity rap rap. Rap rap. That's not rap, isn't it? No, I hate rap. I don't understand it. As a musician, as a singer, I've never had any respect at all for any rap ever. That's racist! Why is that racist? You know, because black people make rap. Well, black people also make every other kind of music. I like that kind of music, except jazz. Ugh. You don't like jazz? Hate jazz. Two types of music I don't like anymore, or never have liked. Rap, I don't even call it music. I mean, not only do I hate the lyrics of rap, you know, it's always about being in a gang or calling your girlfriend a horrible name. Yeah. But also jazz music. I hate jazz guitarists. You know. I especially hate free-form, improvised jazz guitar. A real clean, no distortion, electric guitar sound. Go away, you guys. This here is acoustic rock country. This is not hardly rock. We're almost like acoustic, slow rock, light rock. Whereas, what's his name called us? Flaccid rock? Yeah, flaccid rock. You got your hard rock, and then there's the music we make. Flaccid rock. But yeah, so I don't like, rap or jazz. As I get older, I've become more tolerant to country music. Yeah. I love Kiss, of course. Most music recorded anytime in the 80s. Especially if they was a hair band. I like heavy metal. And I like rock ballads. But whatever, huh? How you guys doing? Are you staying warm? It's 19 below in Bemidji Gamug. Gisina. It is cold. Gisina. Today is the Ojibwe word of the day. On this freezing 4th day of the week. Neo Gija Good. It is Thursday, the 4th day. Neo Gija Good. And what can I say about that? I always feel like telling drinking stories on Thursdays. I know. I always think of Thirsty Thursday in the bars. Yeah. But I don't think that's not really appropriate content for our children's show. We have a new person from South Carolina. If you haven't watched our show before, we're a bit like Sesame Street. Teaching language, teaching values. Although Sesame Street's become painfully woke, haven't they? They're the worst. I mean, when I was a kid, they didn't have to hit you over the head with it so much. Sesame Street just represented multiculturalism. They had a black guy, an Hispanic woman, a white guy, another white guy, another Hispanic guy, and birds and monsters and vampires and whatever. Sesame Street. And they would teach Spanish words. And so, being a little kid from a small town, northern Minnesota, I learned something about cities and about other cultures by watching Sesame Street that I never would have learned about in my experience in LaPorte. I learned how to count to 10 in Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you too, huh? Oh yeah, I could count to 10 in Spanish. I also learned how to say agua. Agua means water. Yep. And what's the Spanish word for thank you? Gracias. 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 Chimiguach. Zagame just gave us $10, sweetie. No way, Zagame. You don't have to do that. Don't tell her that. Miigwech, Zagame. We really appreciate it. $10. If you would like to support BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, you can give us a cash super chat like Zagame. And otherwise, give us a thumbs up. Put your thumbs in the air like you just don't care. I like Prince music. No, you don't. I like a few Prince songs. Yeah, that's more like it. Everybody says they love Prince music, but nobody's bought any album since Sign of the Times. That's really true, actually. I mean, the guy had a career from about 1988 to a few years ago playing the stuff that was popular in the 80s. Nobody wanted to hear new Prince songs in 2000. It's like, hey, play Little Corvette, Red Corvette. Little Red Corvette. Baby, I'm much too fast. Anyway, thank you so much for the super chat. We also have, for the rest of yous, a Patreon page. And Miigwech, we got our big fat check from Patreon yesterday. $119. Yep. I don't know. How does it end up not being an even number? I don't know how that works. Anyway. And then we also have PayPal. You can leave us a tip on PayPal if you're more comfortable. And a GoFundMe. GoFundMe. Hey, it's like a command. GoFundMe. I got bills to pay. No. And then Michael Lyons has books for sale in Ojibwe language. Books like... Don't we have one of those here, sweetie? I don't think we do. Oh, really? Not even the Ojiberish? No. No, I guess not. Take my word for it. He's got books on Amazon. Books for sale on Amazon.com. So I'm not going to tell drinking stories this Thursday morning. But it's 19 below. I think it's going to be a high of like 5 below today. Low of 28 below. I kind of came on as soon as I could this morning because as soon as we're done with the show, even before we watch the replay, I got to get out there and get down in the cellar and turn on that space heater. Yeah, thanks. It was fun yesterday. I mean, it wasn't fun. But I did a lot of shoveling. Yesterday we only got 2 or 3 inches of snow, but it was like blizzard snow. So there's certain areas where that we just had, like snow up to your knees. And I had to dig out all over again. And so you go out and you shovel for a little bit, and then you come back in, you warm up. Go back out, shovel, come back in, warm up. But I didn't really begrudge it this time. Really? How come? Well, normally in my past life, I would have spent all day at a job and then after 4:30 come home and then start shoveling. All day yesterday I just kept counting my blessings. Like, I'm so glad that I don't have to leave the house today. I mean, yeah, I got a lot of shoveling to do, but... So, whatever. Well, if people keep giving us super chats, we'll never have to work again. It'll be easy street from now on, huh, sweetie? Yeah. As if all days will be good days from now on. As if all days will be good days from now on. All right, let's get serious. Nobody tuned in here to hear my complaining about how to live in northern Minnesota. Yes, it's cold. 19 below zero. And the pipes are freezing up. I got the kitchen faucets is continually running right now. It makes me nervous, but whatever. And the bathroom pipes haven't frozen yet. I keep on, every time I go to the bathroom, I run the faucet for a while. But anyway. But that's what makes me the Ogama of this place. You think you're the chief? I'm the chief. You're the Ogamakwe. Ogamakwe? I'm the, chief woman? Chiefess? You're the chiefess. I'm the chiefest. You're the chiefess. In the Ojibwe language, this is our lesson for today. Back in the days of the grandfathers, we would have a leader, a chief of the tribe. We call him the Ogama. And different tribes at different times in history had different ways of sort of determining the chief. I guess there was kind of a tradition of hereditary chiefs. People passed down, my great-grandfather was chief, and so I get to be chief. I'm the hereditary chief. I don't care what you guys voted for. That's a chairman. That's not a chief. I am the Ogama. You're not the Ogama. I had one of the hereditary chiefs of Red Lake in my class a few years ago. This little roly-poly kid goes, yeah, I'm a hereditary chief of Red Lake. My grandfather was a hereditary chief. So, when I grow up, I'm going to be the chief. I was like, yeah. Let's see if I can get you through 10th grade math first. But Ogama means chief. And then we got the Ogichida. It means a warrior. In this, we get into very touchy territory here. Because you know how, like, mascots, everybody always wants to cancel a mascot. If it's got an Indian face on it, hey, that's racist. We weren't the Fighting Sioux. We were the peaceful Dakota. They call us the friendly Dakota. That's what they should have changed the name of the fighting Sioux to. the friendly Dakota? Yeah. The friendly Metawakatans. Because that was actually a real thing. But, you know, can't have the fighting Sioux. You can't have the Redskins, the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know if they're still a thing, but Ogichida is the mascot for the Red Lake High School, the Red Lake Warriors. And you go up there to watch a basketball game, and you go see the Red Lake Ogichida, the Red Lake Warriors. And they'll even have Ogichida on a lot of their stuff. And you look up on the wall there, and what's there? Big old stereotypical Indian head profile. You know, some big, you know, stereotypical big-nosed Indian. Couple of braids. Just nondescript tribal affiliation. We are the Red Lake Ogichida. Warriors. But the liberals and the white people just kind of leave that alone. You know, I haven't seen any college people go up protesting Red Lake for their mascot. Because college Indians, white people are afraid of Red Lakers. They're not going to tell them what to do. Yeah. Because it would be a war. Migadiwin. Migadiwin. It's a war. And I've talked about this before. This is for the kids. Back in the days of the grandfathers. Let's call it the 1940s. When my grandfather was a young man, there was a Migadiwin. There was a war. It was a Second World War. Migadiwin 2, they called it. It was a what do they call that when it's like Godfather, then Godfather 2? It was a sequel to World War 1. The sequel to World War 1 was Migadiwin Nij, World War 2. Aki Migadiwin Nij, Earth War 2. And, you know, in those days, number one, a lot of Indian people like to kind of brag. We say it. Yeah, during World War II, the Indian people, they were the largest group of enrollees or enlistees. They didn't wait around to get drafted like my grandpa. War breaks out, and my grandpa, you know, he just goes signs up. He's like, what's this now? We get a free gun? And we get to kill as many people as we want? Yeah, sure. Sign me up. You know why? Because he was an Ogichida. He was a warrior. He was a real warrior, fought in an actual war. But these days, we use this term Ogichida to refer to anything. Kid, you know, gets accepted into tribal college. Hey, I'm taking ceramics in tribal college. I'm an Ogichida. You know, I'm a warrior of the classroom. And I'm like, come on. Let's not cheapen the term Ogichida. To be a warrior, it's not enough to be, I'm fighting the war of sobriety. No, you just quit drinking. You're a big drunk, and you're fighting the war of your, you know, your dumb alcoholism. That's not being an Ogichida, I'm sorry. You don't get a feather just for not drinking. Of course, I wear feathers just, you know, for fashion. But Migadiwin is a war. And when you fight in a war, you become an Ogichida. Sometimes there are war chiefs. People became chief just during the wartime. Ogama. But, you know, I've noticed this recently. It's not even that big of a deal. There are lots of female chairwomen who get elected into tribal positions of power. But they always want to point out, you know, she was the first female chairman of, whatever tribe. Wilma Man Killer. It's like, what a name. But Indian people are just like, oh, isn't that interesting? Oh, did you break through that glass ceiling of your wigwam to become a female leader? But if you're a female leader, we call that an ogamakwe. It's like ikwe means woman. Ogama plus a woman. Ogamakwe, huh, sweetie? That's what I hear. So, and this has been your Ojibwe language lesson of the morning. I don't know, sweetie. I'm so frozen. I know, I can't get with it. It's too cold. Do you notice how quickly this room cools off when we shut off the space heater? I know. Anyway. Hey, what's this? Tishbits Wingnut says, China has built a fake sun 5 times hotter than the natural sun. Why? Interesting. And I'm assuming that Tishbits understands that the sun is not what mainstream science tells us. That it's a ball of fire blowing up 490 million miles away, and it's 400 times the size of the moon. But in fact, it's the same size of the moon, and it's just up there, and we can feel its heat. But China, this weird hell realm, I was watching something the other day. Was it China? Yeah, they're showing an apartment in China, and it looked like a beehive. Yeah. So many, just thousands, hundreds of people crammed in these little apartments. And then they went to, they're building on a hotel in India, which I don't understand too. It's like, is India poor or super rich? I know, it's like got super overpopulated, poor people everywhere, and super wealthy, like royalty and stuff. Yeah. For some reason, these geniuses decided to build a hotel. I should have pulled up a picture. With 10,000 rooms. 10,000 rooms. Yeah, it stretched into the sky. It was an amazing architectural feat. But you go, I didn't even know what town it was in. Dubai or something. It's like, do you guys really think 10,000 people on the same weekend are going to go, hey, let's go visit Dubai? Come on, kids, we're vacationing in Dubai for the long weekend. We can get a room at Hotel 10,000 rooms. Or, it makes me wonder, what are they planning? Yeah. Is that too, is it really a hotel or is it a futuristic prison? You think it might be a prison? Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in the future? It's probably some sort of weird quarantine. That's where they're going to put all the unvaccinated people. Get in your hotel, unvaxxed leper. So let's see what's going on down here. Joseph's back. Oh, bonjour, Joe. Joe's here, sweetie. Hey, Joseph. And Missy's there. Good morning, cuz. Mino Giga Jabe. How you doing? Good morning. Missy's here, sweetie. What's up, cuz? Shelly says, there's a chief of one in my house. Me. Shelly's a chief of one. Yeah. I heard it said, too, the problem we have in America, it's too many not too many chiefs, there's too many middle management. There's a million people who aren't really in charge, aren't really responsible, but they got to somehow justify their existence. And so there's a lot of jobs that are just sort of maintaining something, but they're not really in charge or responsible. They're just kind of herding the sheep. It's like, I don't know, I don't make the rules, just put on a mask. We're going to need to test you before you come in here. You know, it's not my choice, but I just have to do this thing. Too many chiefs, not enough warriors. Too many ogamas, not enough ogichida. But the 1979 Jeep Chief Cherokee looks tough. It is. It's Cherokee tough. You know, I'm half Cherokee. No, I'm not. I met a man who was half Cherokee. He was half Cherokee, half African American. His mother was African American. His father was a Jeep. Nah. The government is the same way. Yeah, exactly. Government. The government totally sucks, you silly gooses. The government totally sucks. The government totally sucks. Benjamin Franklin was a rebel indeed. He liked to get naked as he smoked on the weed. He was a genius, but if he was here today, the government would something up his righteous A. The government totally sucks, you silly gooses. The government totally sucks. What's the second verse of that? Something about... Now let me tell you something about the government. Yeah? They're messing up the environment. They're taking all the beautiful animals, and making them so they're extinct. The government totally sucks, you silly gooses. The government totally sucks. The government totally sucks. But in the land of love and freedom is just a baby's breath away. And if we hold hands together, we can bring back the USA, the USA, the USA. Bring back the US. Government totally sucks. I like Tenacious D. Tenacious D. You guys ever watch Tenacious D? That's probably an old reference now. But Jack Black and that bald guy who's actually a great guitar player. La-di-da-da-da-da-da. Missy says, you are getting slapped for burping. Missy wants to slap my beautiful face. What, because I burp? I used to be able to make myself burp. Let me see if I can still do that. You gotta swallow air. How about that? I had this girlfriend once, sweetie. Not really a girlfriend, but a girl's kind of dating. Yeah. I guess I'd make her my girlfriend, but we went on this trip to Minneapolis, and she was so gross. All day long, she would drink Diet Pepsi in those 1-liter bottles. It was like the 90s. Yeah. And she would burp and blow and then laugh at herself. She thought that was so hilarious. The whole car would stink of Pepsi for a second. She would just be like, and blow. Ha ha. Well, then we go down to visit some friends of hers in Minneapolis. Big city. We're going down there for a weekend, and it's just miserable. Every day I hate her a little more, but I'm stuck there, right? Yeah. And we go out to the garage, and we're with the friends, we're like partying up. And she goes, hey, pull my finger. No. Yep. And I said to myself, if she farts, boog it, in a Ojibwe, if she farts right now, it's over. I mean, I probably would have dumped her anyway, so I warned her. I said, don't you dare. And she goes, what? No, just pull my finger. I said, no, I don't think so. Pull my finger. So I pulled her finger. She farts. She laughs. Her buddies laugh. And I'm sitting there straight-faced. Because in a couple of levels, they thought, oh, I'm such a prude. I can't laugh at farts. It's like, no. I have a real sense of humor. This is beneath me. But it's also, I don't know. It was a statement on her own, kind of messed up. She wasn't a feminist, but she was anti-feminine. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I think so. I mean, she was probably a feminist, but she didn't do anything about it. I mean, I'm sure she was pro-choice. She probably killed a few babies, but otherwise, I think she was just a regular woman. But she was probably not pretty anymore. But at the time, she was like at the end of her prettiness. Like she was probably a pretty 16-year-old. And by the time I knew her, she was like 26. And he knew by the time she was 30, it was going to be all over. Really? Yeah. But so I dumped her after that. On the drive home, I went, you know what? I think that's enough. I'm calling it. She goes, what? And I said, yeah, time of death of this relationship. What time is it? She like starts crying. Gets just mad at me. It's like, look, I know I just made the rest of this car ride really awkward, but I wasn't going to wait until, because she was driving me home. And then we had 2 hours left of not talking. Anyway, so that's why I'm glad I ended up with you, sweetie. Why? Because I wouldn't want to date ever again. Yeah. So what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, dapana niwi asema. Sometimes when you say this more than I do. What's that? Oh, dapana niwi asema. Oh, I always say it when I pray. Yeah, when Natasha comes out and prays, lots of times she'll offer tobacco to the Great Spirit. And you can offer tobacco to the eagle when you see him fly by. You can offer it to the 4 directions. Sometimes people offer tobacco to the lake before they go fishing. You know, accept my tobacco. And I'll put a little bit of tobacco in the water for good fishing. I've heard some Indian guys will put out tobacco after they shoot a deer, kind of thanking the deer for offering himself up. But so we offered tobacco kind of as it's like a ceremonial thing. Tobacco is one of the sacred mushkiki, one of the medicines, you know. And especially back in the good old days, they used to smoke long, pipes. They'd put some tobacco in there and people would sit inside and smoke, in a wigwam. Or you'd smoke outside too. But people would trade when you run across somebody along the road. Sometimes like, hey man, I'll give you a pouch of tobacco for whatever. For a bandana. Whatever you needed. And so Asema. Oh, but also Ojibwe people, we'd kind of people involved in like the spiritual traditional ways, the Madewiwin. They would talk about how when you smoke a pipe, your prayers, you can pray over that smoke. The tobacco smoke will go up and it'll take your prayers to the spirit world, to the Creator. Gitche manado. That's why we also like smudge with sage and cedar. What's the third one? We got tobacco, cedar, and sage. And sweetgrass. Yeah, we smudge with all that. It's all smoke. Up in the smoke. Odapana niwi asema. You gonna go outside and pray this morning? I don't know. It's pretty cold out there. Yeah. I don't blame you if you don't want to go outside. I gotta go down to that cellar. The problem is there's also 2 feet of snow over the steps now. Well, really? Isn't there like a big door over that thing? Yeah, I moved it out of the way because it's so heavy last time I shoveled. So now the little walk step area down there is filled with snow. I'll probably die trying to get down there. Oh well. If I die, do you think you'll go out with somebody? I'll hook up with Michael. How dare you? Hey, what? You'll be dead. You won't care. I'll care. I'll haunt this place. Nah. Oh, kahe la-di-da-di. Anyway, so, what else do we got going on here today? You want to take a phone call? Yeah, sure, I'll take a call. Line 2. Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Mamma mia, it's me, Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus. Wow, sweetie, Christopher Columbus. I can't believe it. How you doing, Mr. Columbus? Hey, it's alright. You can't even do a Italian accent at all, can you? No, I can't. It's a big whoop. I'll just talk with my Boston accent. How about that? Yeah, okay. So, Christopher Columbus. Wow, a lot of stuff's been talked about you. Welcome to the show. What can I do for you today? Well, man, I just wanted to call in. I wanted to say hello, and then I wanted to learn some Ojibwe language. Can you teach me some Ojibwe? You want to learn Ojibwe? Yeah, I discovered America. I figured I might as well learn, what you Indians talk like. Well, there's a lot of different Native American languages. This is Ojibwe. Yeah, how do you say Thursday in Ojibwe? Well, we say Neogija Good, the fourth day, or Thursday. Neogija Good, fourth day, Thursday. Yeah, what's the big whoop? It's no big whoop. This is what we called it. Why'd you call it the fourth day? Well, because Monday was the first day, Tuesday, second day, Wednesday's the third day, fourth day is I did that wrong, but fourth day is Thursday. Tomorrow will be the fifth day, Friday. Oh, well, that's pretty special. Yeah. Listen, Chris, can I ask you a question? Yeah, sure. What do you want to know? I don't mean any disrespect, but are you a woman? Yes, of course I'm a woman. Why do you ask? Oh, well, see, I always thought you were a guy. Well, I pose as a man during a lot of this, but I'm actually transgender, if you have to know. I was born a biological male, but as you can see from my portrait, yeah, I'm clearly a chick. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mentioned this once on a podcast a while ago, and somebody got mad at me. I forget what happened. If we got an angry, maybe it was just a thumbs down. But yeah, I noticed you're wearing a woman's blouse. Yeah, of course, because I'm a lady. Yeah, okay. So, did you discover America? America was already here and was populated by millions of people. How could I discover something where people already live here? That's ridiculous. Don't be stupid. Yeah, I know. I kind of think it's sort of like fake outrage. Like they presented the story of you just to make people mad. I mean, obviously it didn't go down. That whole thing was one big... I don't believe in the Christopher Columbus story. I know, they credit me with just about everything. They said I brought horses here. Can you believe that? Stupid. Yeah. Yeah, like we didn't have horses before Columbus. Come on. So how are things going for you these days? I know, not too bad. I died. I mean, that kind of blows. You're dead? Yeah, I died hundreds of years ago. I mean, come on, it was 1492. Oh, so how'd you call in? I'm calling from hell. They give you a one call a day. I figure I'd call up and say hello. Say BOOZHOO, I guess. That's what you guys like to say, right? Yeah. So you watch a show in hell? Yeah, we got the internet down in hell. I mean, it's hot and, they censor a lot of stuff. But, you can still watch Ojibwe language podcasts in hell. That's kind of part of my torment, Oh, is that right? Yeah, I died and then everything. The only things I can watch on YouTube are Native American related. Satan's got a sick sense of humor, I think. Yeah. Anyway. We also taught Ogama, his chief. Ogama. Would I be kind of like a chief? Because, I was ahead of discovering America. Yeah, kind of. I was the captain of a ship. Yeah, you were the captain of a ship. And then Ogichida was a warrior. A warrior. Man, I'm a warrior too. Yeah, okay. And then Megadiwin is a war.
Megadiwin, war. Huh. You know what? Your language is okay, Nanaboozhoo. It's alright.
Well, I'm glad you like it. Sorry that you're in hell. Is there any chance you can... I'm not sure what the rules are. Once you go to hell, can you repent and be forgiven?
I don't know what the rules are.
I don't know. Guess you should have read your Bible when you were alive or something. Anyway, anything else I can do for you today, Chris?
No, man, I didn't realize I can't do an Italian accent.
Yeah, that's strange. I thought you were Italian.
Yeah, I was Italian, but I guess when I died, my accent died too. I mean, what do I say? Mamma mia, Actually, that's a stereotype. That's racist. You're a racist, Nanaboozhoo.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Come on, not all Italians eat pizza.
You don't? All Americans do.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Did you know that they sell more Tombstone pizzas in Bemidji than any other Walmart in the country?
Yeah, I heard that.
I don't know. For everything that we think you did bad, I mean, yeah, I know if it's true, they say you started the Indian slave trade or whatever. I don't remember. But also that you cut off like little kids' hands and you raped people. I don't know. In spite of all that, Christopher, I want to say thank you to the Italians for bringing over pizza. Life without pizza, that we were savages then, huh, sweetie?
When we didn't live with pizza, that was savage for sure.
So thank you for that.
Hey, no problem, man. Well, look, I just wanted to call in and tell you I really like your show. A lot of us watching the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast, here in hell.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like our show.
Hey, how do you say goodbye in Ojibwe?
We don't say goodbye. Although, with you, maybe I should. But we say, Giga Wabamin Minowa. It means, I will see you again.
Giga Wabamin Minowa, Nanaboozhoo.
Yeah, Giga Wabamin Minowa. Christopher Columbus. Wow, Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, that wasn't nearly as funny as I was hoping it would be.
I know. I assumed he would have like a stereotypical Italian accent, but see what you get for assuming. How do you do an Italian accent? Mamma mia. Uffama. I don't know. I can't. I'm not a very good actor.
I know, me either.
You don't know anything about accents. I know. Oh, I don't know, sweetie. Did you want to get up here and talk to the crew? I don't have much to say this morning.
Don't you have any stories?
Not really. I had the one story about the girlfriend who farted and I dumped her. Well, that's not much of a story for a... Hello. Welcome to the Ernie and Bert spinoff.
Yeah, I can get up there. Why don't you play the song and I'll get up there and talk.
All right. BOOZHOO crew. Up next, the lovely and talented Natasha. But first, what song is it? Oh, this is Heroes. Heroes by David Bowie. I wish I hadn't said that. Now we're going to get a copyright. But Miigwech, Biz, and Davieg. Thank you for listening. Up next, the lovely and talented. And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Min. Minowa. Hawa. I would be king, and you will be my queen, 'cause we're lovers, that is a fact. Yes, we're lovers, that is that. Though nothing would keep us together, we could beat them just for one day. We could be heroes forever and ever. What you say? And you can be mean. Nothing will help us. Maybe we're lying. Then you better not stay. I think you should go. It's better that way. I don't know, man. I think it needs some work.
I think so. Oh, man.
And you have been watching
BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO,
the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture.
BOOZHOO! How you doing? Natasha Nikos. Natasha is my name. Neiman Wyndham. G-A-I-N. Omadungoom. I'm happy to be here today. To be here today on this fourth day. This Neo-Gijagud. The fourth day go forth and sin no more. Nah. I wasn't sure if that fire was on or not.
Yeah.
So what's going on, everybody? BOOZHOO! BOOZHOO! Grassroots Indians! Grassroots is back, sweetie.
Hey, okay, BOOZHOO.
How you doing? Grassroots says, we're all chiefs where I come from. That's the problem. Everybody's a chief, so nobody's a chief. We're all equal. You can't have a whole room full of alphas. Somebody's got to be a beta. Beta! And spaghetti. Oh yeah, what Italians have given us? I like that people from Bina, they call them Italians. It's like, oh really, what country do Italians come from? Italy? Does that mean they just stand around, don't work very hard?
Yeah.
I'm from Italy. I just idle by. Italy, they're Italians, huh? And they gave us pizza and spaghetti and organized crime and The Sopranos and The Godfather. So, and Christopher Columbus. So quit being so racist, you shenabs. Oh, we hate Christopher Columbus. That's racist. The Italians are a proud, sovereign nation with their own cultural ways and habits and language, religion. For today's talk, I would like to lay out a plan to end racism. Racism. What is it? Racism. Who cares? I almost said. I'm not going to tell you what I was thinking. Touchy subject. And safe subject. Because the reality is, even the worst racism we have in America is not that big a deal, you guys. This is hardly the internment camps of World War II, all right? Nobody's getting rounded up based on their race anymore. Now racism is, hey, I'm an Anishinaabe, not an Indian. Hey, don't you call me Native American. I'm a First Nations. You know, it's just little insults. You know, our ancestors, you know, they were wiping them out based on race. That's real racism. When there's a war against your race, you know, let's kill all the Indians in a war. That was real racism. You know, we got to win. Oh, we got to fight the war on racism. You know, I was stereotyped today. So what? Who cares? You know, this place is racist. La la la. Grassroots says, half Indian, half Italian invented meat pies. Can't forget that. There you go. The meat pie brought by the half Indians, half Italians. I kind of suspect. So, back in the days of my grandfathers, in the 40s and 50s, my grandpa and his brothers, they did a lot of work with tourism in northern Minnesota. They were fishing guides, and they worked at resorts. And in those days, a lot of people from Chicago would come up to the reservation in northern Minnesota, go fishing and camp on the lakes. In the 40s and 50s and 60s, even up through the 70s, there were a lot of people who had like resorts on lakes up here. You'd rent out a cabin. You might own 3 or 4 cabins, and people would come up and just stay for a week and go fishing and live up here. Well, back in the days of Al Capone and a lot of those famous mobsters from Chicago, they would come up and fish and stuff on Lake Winnibigoshish, on the sandy, cloudy lake. Lake Winnie, we call it. And I learned this, that Michael, all those the sandy bars, the drop-offs, in the maps where all the fishing stuff is, what's that called?
You mean like the drop-offs or whatever?
Yeah, but it's not the drop-off. The sand dune or whatever. Anyway, on the maps, the Lyons boys named all those.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard.
Anyway, so Al Capone and his family and his buddies used to come up and fish, and they got to know my grandpa and my great uncles and great aunts and stuff. And as the story goes, one time my grandpa was hanging out with the Italians, and Al Capone goes, "Hey, go get me some firewood." And my grandpa goes, "Get your own damn firewood." And everybody went, "Did he just say that to Al Capone?" And Al Capone got up and went and got his own firewood. Because what's he going to do? Just shoot my grandpa where he stands? But, you know, Al Capone was the Ogama of the mob. But he was just another fisherman, another tourist to my grandpa. Ogama. But then, when you look at the old pictures, like most people picture, the old-time reservation Indians on the Leech Lake Indian Reservation. Oh, they must have had long hair and braids, been riding around horseback. And then you look at the pictures of my family, and they all look like they're mobsters. They got short hair, wearing Dick Tracy hat, slacks, wife beaters, suspenders. And I was like, you know what? I think those Chicago guys kind of came up to the res and taught my family how to dress. And a lot of the guys in Bina, they dress just sharp. You see these pictures of these guys coming in from, duck hunting, and it looks like they're all dressed for church. I was like, what? These guys, not only were they not like rugged, they weren't poor. That was the other thing. Reservation economics, has gone up and down and up and down. And everybody just assumes, oh yeah, reservation life, everybody's poor and dependent on commodities and handouts from the government. It's like, no, there was a time we had our own businesses and we did very well and hobnobbed with mobsters from Chicago, So, but For as much as the hippies kind of co-opted Native American culture when it comes to braids and that, and fringe vests, a lot of the Indians, a lot of the Shanabs, kind of co-opted Italian style culture, I guess. At least in their dress. Because, boy, my ancestors were sharp dressers. When he got older, he went back to wearing flannels. But when he's a young man, the guy knew how to dress. Nah. Let's see. Sandbars. Thank you, Missy. The sandbars. All the sandbars on Lake Winnie are named by Lyonses. I don't even know the terms. The drop-off, the little dunes, sandbar. Grassroots says, that's the Chinese movie effect. The Chinese movie effect. I wonder what he means. My grandma made potato moonshine for Dillinger. Is that right? Tishbits, Wingnuts. Grandmother made moonshine for Dillinger. My grandmother's dad made moonshine back in the woods during Prohibition. That generation, it wasn't enough just to go find some weed growing wild. They would actually build a moonshine contraption with tubes and fire and ingredients and make booze. What a time to be alive. Not like these days. I heard somebody say children born in the last 2 years are going to be known as covidials.
Oh, because of COVID?
Yeah. We have millennials. Well, babies born in this generation are going to be known as covidials. They're going to be a generation of kids who don't know how to pronounce words because their teachers were all wearing masks. We're going to have a whole generation of children who don't know anything about facial nonverbal expressions like smiling to express happiness or sadness or whatever. I don't know why I'm giggling about it. It's tragic. But this generation of kids are messed up, are going to be messed up worse than the stupid millennials. So I don't know. Or maybe it'll be okay. What do I know? Nothing, sweetie. La, la, la. Bathroom brew. The Chinese movie effect is a bathroom. Oh, a bathroom brew. Yeah, that's what these stills were. Covidials. Yeah, covidials. Children born in COVID times. They don't like to talk about that. There's one narrative that we get in mainstream media. Oh, there's a terrible pandemic. I guess there's only been 4,000 deaths in China and 108,000 deaths in the States. Something ridiculously more. COVID deaths. America, way more people, if you believe the media, have died because of COVID in America than in China, where it came from. It was way more people. Maybe it's in your data collection. Are these people just dying from whatever and then they're being counted as COVID patients? I don't know, sweetie. I just don't know.
Hey, I know somebody who does.
Who's that?
Dr. Fauci. You want me to call him?
Yeah, why don't you call him? I'll ask him some questions.
All right. Hang on here.
We're going to call that Dr. Fauci. I want to see what's the reality. Is this just a common cold? Why are you so dead set on wearing masks when they don't work? Why don't the vaccinations work? Why is it so weird? It shouldn't be so weird, All
right, it's ringing.
Okay.
Hello, may I speak with Dr. Fauci, please? Oh, hey there, Tony. How you doing? Yeah, it's NanaBOOZHOO from the podcast. Listen, Natasha's got some questions for you. Do you wanna be on the show this morning? Yeah, okay. All right, hang on. I'll transfer you. All right, sweetie, he's on line 2.
Okay, thanks, baby doll. On line 2, Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hello, Natasha. How are you, my dear?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm finally getting over the Omicron.
Oh, did you get the Omicron?
Yes, I've had the Omicron 3 or 4 times now. And now I'm, actually, you know what? I don't feel so hot. I feel like I might have the coronas.
Oh, really? Are you feeling sick?
Yeah. And now I'm feeling like I got a tad of the Delta. And I got a side of the Delta with a double heap of Omicron. I don't know. I hope I don't die.
Well, I hope you don't die too. Didn't you get a vaccination?
Yeah, how do you think I got the disease? You don't get Omicron, Delta, or Corona unless you get a vaccination. What are you, stupid?
Well, I'm sorry. I thought people got vaccinated so they wouldn't get sick.
Yeah, that's what people think. No, it's just the opposite. You can trust me. I'm a doctor.
Yeah, I know. So you've got Omicron, Delta, and Corona? Are those all 3 different diseases?
Yeah, they're like variations of the original disease. I'd explain it, but that would take too much time. Instead, I just want to act like a dictator. Where's your mask?
I don't wear that stupid thing.
You should put on a mask or you'll kill us all.
No, I thought you said masks don't work.
Well, no, a cloth mask does nothing. A cloth mask is essentially like trying to keep mosquitoes out using a chain link fence.
Yeah, I've heard that.
What you need is a cloth mask and then a cardboard surgical grade mask over the top of that, and then a piece of duct tape right over the openings to your mouth and nose.
Well, I don't think I'd be able to breathe.
Yeah, you can't breathe any air. You'll get the COVID.
Well, then won't you suffocate?
Listen, I can't be responsible for every stupid comorbidity. Yeah, some people are going to die from duct taping their nose and mouth. I'm sorry, but that's the world we live in. We got to flatten the curve. We got to slow the spread.
Yeah. How's that going? We're going on 2 years of this dumb thing.
We'll get to the bottom of this. Don't you worry. Or my name's not Anthony Fauci.
Yeah. All right. Listen, Anthony, I got to get going. I think we're running out of time.
All right. Have you gotten your shot yet?
No.
You better get vaccinated. You might get the coronavirus.
Yeah, I don't think the vaccinations do jack.
No, you'll keep you from getting it, and it'll keep you from spreading it.
That's what you used to say, but now, apparently you can still get it and still spread it, even if you are vaccinated.
Well, that is true, but you should do it anyway.
Why?
'Cause all the cool kids are doing it. Come on, get a shot.
No.
Get a shot.
No.
You'll kill us all.
I gotta go.
All right. Gigawabamin Minawa, Natasha.
Hey, very good. Gigawabamin Minawa, Dr. Fauci.
Well, at least he speaks Ojibwe.
Yeah. I'll give him that much. What is this? Africans have too much effing pride. I really hope this person's black. I know. It's hilarious if he's black, but kind of racist if it's not. Yeah, you got too much pride. I kind of feel that way about native pride, too. Native pride. Oh, get a t-shirt that says native pride. And then get all offended when a white guy's got it. White pride. White pride. It's like, you can't say you got native pride and then get butthurt when somebody's got white pride. It's okay to be proud of yourself as long as you're not white. White shame, native pride. Fully poked in this household, we're all down. Yeah, exactly. It's like Missy. She does everything by the books, You guys would think Missy was some sort of renegade. But no, she got her shots. She got her COVID whatevers. She social distanced. She wore the mask at the Bina Cafe, whatever. You know? And what did she get for her trouble? COVID. You know? And she got it really bad. She was really sick. I know. So, hang in there, cuz. All right. Well, I think that's all the time we have for today, babe. All right. You want to add anything? Nope. I gotta go turn on this space here. Yeah. Okay. Well, everybody, Michael, unless you want to add anything.
No, just tell him I said thanks.
Michael says miigwech. And yeah. Just want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. Miigwech ganawabi egg. Thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is NANABOOZHOO.
Okay, miigwech.
And this is Michael Lyons, the rockstar cartoonist.
Thanks so much, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Sweetie?
Wanna teleport?
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1.